All right, finally! I'm so excited! We are here with Joel Alvarado, TV star, actor, celebrity, OMG. Oh my gosh.
He just stepped out of a club.
Literally, you look so fabulous. Thank you for being on the show.
I love being here. This is amazing. This is my new chill spot.
You are welcome anytime. In, what is it called, Jason? Jason Aaron Studios or something? You always be rebranding
J
on
Studio.
Me. J Studio. Yes, you're always welcome in J Studio. Thank you so much. And you have quite the rap sheet under your belt. You have been doing this for a minute. You are incredible. I mean, beyond your, which I cannot wait to talk about, what you have to offer, your candles that smell so amazing, and just everything. I mean, you were like, you are a Goober Pyle tribute artist, and so you were in the, you know, the 2021 Mayberry Movie Man, right? So incredible, and we watched that last night. We loved it. So can you do the line? LOL.
I can't.
Or no?
Yeah.
You know what? Oh my God! Yeah, do it because everybody.
Judy.
Like, everybody loves, you know, the Andy Griffith Show is so dear to millions and millions of people's hearts and souls. And Mayberry, everybody just loves Mayberry. But beyond that, you have gone above and beyond with your life and your career. Tell us a little bit about your passions, your souls, and what's going on with you. I mean, not to mention that you have been on the most amazing reality TV show. Season 27, right? OMG.
Let's actually take a little look at that.
Say hello to my little friend. I am the one and only Joel Alvarado from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I am from the Midwest, so I gotta represent. You gotta put your heart, your soul, every piece of you, except for my hair. I gotta keep my hair on my head. I am a Goober Pyle tribute artist. Goober is the friendly mechanic from the Andy Griffith Show. Goober says hi from Mayberry, USA. Ooh, I think we're onto something, but I'm really a goober when it comes to cooking because my mother spoils me rotten to the core. She prepares my meals. This is like slimy yet satisfying.
That is just the tip of the iceberg right there.
Wait, there's the orange chicken.
Oh my gosh, what's that? What is that?
Joel,
what is that?
Orange chicken.
Orange chicken. You don't say.
I'm always eating Chinese, and I love orange chicken. Y'all ain't had no chicken this orange, honey. I know that. Y'all ain't never had no chicken that orange.
And they're like, how did you do that? And you're like, dude, it's food coloring, bro. It's not that difficult.
Right. Well, I mean, just in time for Easter, right? So I think instead of us dyeing our eggs, let me be Joel starting a new tradition, honey.
Let me dye that chicken orange. OMG, I am in love with you. You're amazing. And just like, what was it like? I mean, being on this show, and then these world-renowned chefs. You know, the red team, Chef Ann Burnell. She is incredible, right? And then, of course, new to the show, which was your team. You were the blue team. You got on the blue team, Chef Tiffany Derry. I mean, they're so talented, and it cracked me up when they're like, okay, here's what you got to do. Like, after you guys did your initial dish on the first episode of season 27, then they cook for you. And they're like, okay, now recreate what we did. And I'm just like, they just whipped up this ish in 1 second. And then y'all had to just recreate that and stuff. And I thought that was hilarious. And so you, Chef Tiffany Derry, chose you on her blue team.
Yes, she did, because I am her spirit animal. She knows it too.
And I love how you always be rocking the red, but you were like, I'm on the blue team. You know what I'm saying? Red, white, and blue, baby, Merca.
Yes, basically. I mean, you know, I wanted, you know, Team Ann because she's the OG of the cooks, and so I wanted to show her, you know, that I got it going on, but she didn't recognize the best, so...
Her loss.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot. We are seriously binge watching the show. It is so funny and
Food
clever.
Network.
And it's also on all streaming platforms. Is it not on Prime? What was it on?
Oh,
Prime?
yeah, it's pretty much on every, I mean,
so you can find, I think we were
10.
watching it on Max, and then it's also on Prime and other things.
But it's a Food Network,
Food
production.
Network, yeah. I mean, this is so huge. I mean, I'm honored to be, like, now your friend and just, like, know you and stuff. Like, this is awesome. The show was... It's a wild success. How does that feel? I mean, you've been in movies, you've been acting, and, you know, you're a celebrity. But how do you... Like, what's it like? Like,
what's it like being you?
Tell us about you.
So it's a very scary world up here because you just never know what you're gonna get. But you know, like, I always have been myself. And I think that's what really like goes a long way, because I'm very Mayberry love at heart, and I truly care about the community and the things going on and the people. And so I think that's something that people lose along their way in life, but no matter what comes my way, I don't lose that. So I do love that about me.
Absolutely. There's so many things to love about you. I mean, you are obviously just a bright little light in this world, and I appreciate you for, I know it's not easy to do what you love and keep doing, and you know, sometimes people that do what they love, like for musicians or actors, we kind of get persecuted a little bit for it, because it's not a normal thing, and it's hard to keep at that. So that's awesome. You've been doing this.
And speaking of Mayberry, let's come back to that a little bit. Tell us about these candles that are sitting there.
Oh my gosh, yes, and they smell so wonderful.
So this is my Mayberry Memories candle collection. I do have to have y'all know that it is 3-wick, okay? Anybody who sells you a 2-wick or a 1-wick candle, don't buy that. That is garbage. My stuff is 3-wick always, so it is very premium and prime for you. So
oh my gosh,
luxury,
and let me smell this. Okay, so this one is the Auntie B's apple pie.
Yes, Auntie B, darling.
Oh, it's so fresh and so yummy. I love it.
Yes, it brings comfort and joy, and that's what we need in life. And so y'all need my candles. 3 weeks.
Absolutely. So where can we buy and find these, bubs?
So you can actually reach out to me on social media for these, but I do take them to my events. I have a yearly holiday show at the Indiana State Fairgrounds at the Christmas Gift and Hobby Show.
Stop. Me and my mommy go every year.
What?
I cannot believe I didn't see you this year.
Okay.
I must have just missed you.
Well,
I'll be there next year. I'm going to be up there singing. I'm going to put my little guitar stand next to you and be like, Joel. Like, I'm going to make songs about you right next to your candle shop. Like, I'm going to be annoying.
You know
I'm
what?
just going to be like, come buy his candles.
I think we're onto something. If you can write something about some orange chicken, that is still going to be the thing for me.
Jason,
and
let him show it. Let him
please.
show it, Jason. He's like, no, wait till after.
Do what?
No, I love it. And the orange chicken is everything. That's my favorite food ever. Like, seriously, orange chicken.
Yes, it's my favorite too. I've never had it that color orange, but you know what I mean.
By the way, you unalived me when you made your own noodles by yourself. And they were like, there was like the 3. And I was like,
they're like, what? The prehistoric noodle.
I know, they're like, why is there only 3? I just thought that was so freaking so cute and so funny. Like,
she was like, only 3, not 1 more. I was like, there's nothing left.
You're like,
you get 3
these
noodles.
are my homemade
no
noodles.
symmetry
The
here.
show is so clever, so funny, and
the official Goober is his Instagram page.
That is my Instagram.
Yes. And your
please feel
Facebook
free.
too is where basically, well, any of the social medias, if they want to reach out, buy your candles, then they can find you. Joel Alvarado on Facebook. Give him
Reality
a follow.
Star Royalty.
Yes, and let's get him to 77,000 million likes. So make sure you follow Joel Alvarado on Facebook.
We got about 1 minute left, so I want to make sure we get this for TV time, during TV time.
Yes.
Let's talk about the charity buzz thing you got going.
Yeah.
Yes. So not only can you find me on Cameo, yes, you can get your personal shout out, honey.
Woo.
But also you can find me on Charity Buzz. I am doing an auction where you can have dinner with me and we will tour the set of where Mayberry Man was filmed. I will give you a guided personal story tour and we will spend the evening together. And yes, honey, I got it's on the map.
He's got more bids than Danny Trejo.
Period. Everyone has more bids than Danny. I love Danny, but I wouldn't bid on you.
Man, yeah, he had his few.
Yes.
All right.
I love it.
The time travels so fast. We've got a cut for the ABC WRTV broadcast, but you know it's one of the benefits of tuning in to the Thursday live stream because we do the cut for ABC, but then we continue to go live.
We get silly afterwards.
And Joel, you brought a little funny something for
I sure
a little.
did.
Let's see that. Let's get it up on the table. What is that, real quick?
Tune in because I don't come anywhere unprepared. I brought y'all a shot of orange chicken because you need it to go down real smooth, okay? Shots go down smooth,
and it needs to be that color. It needs to be that color because if it's not orange, it's not orange.
You need to see it from outside space.
Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Joel Alvarado, you're incredible. Wow. No words. Thank you so much for being on the show. and make sure you follow him on his Facebook and reach out to buy his candles. It smells so delicious.
And make sure you support this show because I love both of these people. This is my family now. Y'all are honorably in the Mayberry family.
Thank
officially.
you. It's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
That would make my family very proud. I grew up watching Andy Griffith. So
seriously, I mean, you're an icon. This is incredible.
Also, if you're watching during the Thursday live feed, in a few minutes we'll be checking our drawing to see if we've hit 100. We're in mid-50s now, so we're slowly climbing.
Jason is not changing it, so y'all need to go to intheloop.tv, click on the giveaways tab, and make sure you just get your free gift card to the district tab, $50. I mean, that's a lot. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, Kaylin eats at Mediterranean at the Greek Islands restaurant in downtown Indy. Then Shyla parties for St. Patty's Day, my favorite. Besides Halloween, my favorite holiday, at Connor's Pub, which is one of the oldest bars in Indy and our favorite band, or not band, but bar. We love them. And then in studio guest, rising star of acid folk music, Drake and Asher. Thank you so much, Joel Alvarado. We love you, baby.
You. All right, good night, ABC.
Good night, ABC. See you next time.
Stay tuned on the live stream on Thursday. All right, that'll do it. All right, we're gonna keep going live here. We got about I think about 7 minutes before we do before I check the giveaway, see if we hit 100 for this gift card. So
now we can say balls.
Ooh,
no,
balls.
don't do that.
Oh Lord,
my family's still watching.
You're like, wait,
so
what is?
Let's keep it clean.
I'm talking about I know bouncy balls.
So I want to know if you guys are gonna. Are you gonna do the orange chicken shots? Are those for actual consumption?
I mean, you said don't eat them, but
is it safe?
I'll eat them.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to be the FDA over here. I don't think it's Food and Drug Administrated. But if you want to take one, I mean, I have no problem
some.
eating my own cooking. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
finger looking good.
Oh, yes,
I didn't.
I be making.
Oh Lord, I'm spilling.
I be making like the best buffalo chicken dip, and so I feel like we need to come up with some kind of.
Oh, it's good.
It's so good.
Is it good?
Is it?
Oh my God, it's so good.
What kind of worst cook in America are you anyway?
Well, it tastes oceanic, like a crab ass.
Well, that doesn't seem right
good.
either.
No, it's very good. And the color just, you're just like, oh my gosh, do you think it's gonna be like, but the color,
spicy or
right? It's just like,
but it really doesn't have much flavor.
No, it's good. It's got flavor. I like it.
Oh wow, so I've improved, everybody. I've improved.
Whoa.
That must be hard though, like because it's like. The title of the show, worst cook in America. It's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? You ain't the worst cook.
I know. I'm one of the baddest. You know what I mean? I'm a bad and bougie bitch.
That's what it should have been. Bad and bougie bitches of America.
Oh, that would have been a whole new show. Oh,
Here,
thank
try
you.
Dolly.
Yes. Oh, he's on a strict diet. Okay.
Yeah, he be eating.
I'm gonna wait and see if she gets sick.
What do you mean?
Oh,
That's rude. No, it's really yummy. It's really yummy. And I thought when you were cooking, I just thought like when I watched the first episode of season 27, I just thought like he knows what he's doing. Joel, I know what he's doing. No, seriously, you knew how to. You were like, I'm making.
Wait, what
you
part
were so
what part of the first?
Compared to the other contestants, you were just chilling. Like what did it say? Who was chilling? What was it? Who was afraid of it? The lettuce, when she was like, the lettuce is just chilling.
Yeah,
That was so
she was scared
funny.
of lettuce.
I'd be scared
that's
of
right.
random things too, like cotton balls and shit. So then,
So weird.
I know.
It's weird.
So
It doesn't make any sense.
So I can understand maybe being scared of a head of lettuce for some reason. But I mean, it's just lettuce. You know what I mean? But like,
You know what I'm scared of?
what?
A limp lettuce. Ooh.
Yeah, it
how
should
they
be
just-
crispy.
Yeah, the sogginess of the lettuce is suspect.
You know, kale gets
Yep.
like that too. I eat a lot of kale, and after like a few days, it
Like-
starts getting real soggy, like soggy
Yeah.
spinach, and it just starts clinging.
When they
So
were
you can
making-
smear it onto the. You can just like smear
Yeah,
it
there's
between your
nothing,
fingers.
ooh, no, nobody like no limp lettuce. That's just not right.
No limp lettuce.
Y'all
here.
was cracking me up on this show. Oh my God, I'm literally obsessed. So it's on all platforms. Everyone needs to make sure they check it out. And we need to get you your candles being sold. I know it's probably, I'm sure it's not easy to, even mass produce and make these candles, but
Right, and they're made with Mayberry love. I put my heart and soul into them. But also, I do want to say I'm writing a book, y'all. Yes, it's a recipe book. Yeah,
Nice.
it's a recipe book. See, some people-
Multifaceted.
So happy for you.
Yes, I have like 135 pages, so it's
That's
almost ready
amazing.
because that's about I'm about district tapped out.
Is it? Are they all going to be horrible recipes or what's the?
No.
What does he mean by horrible? I'm gonna come and fight him.
He's one of the worst cooks in America.
No, he's not.
It's the show he was on. I'm just going off of that.
No, you're a good cook. I could tell from the get-go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it is Mayberry themed cookbook, so each recipe is based on a character of the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh my gosh! Stop! This is amazing.
And it has mini memoir added to it, to where I go into little blurbs about each character or an experience I had on set. So it just gives the all-encompassing look at that.
Turn that other candle so we can see the label.
Oh, yes.
The other one.
That is so cool.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm so excited, and I know that's just going to be hit. So basically, we just need to, you finish that up, get you a publisher, boom, and people are going to buy
I hope
that.
they buy that book up.
And when you finish that, let's have you back on the show, and we'll produce that, or whatever, not produce, but we'll get it out to the world, whatever. We'll send it out.
Yes, we need to do that. Yep.
I know how it is to be finishing a book, but you're further along than me.
Oh.
I have 2 books that are done, and one book is 27 books squished into one book.
Ooh.
So it's like a Shel Silver.
Nobody understands your math.
Nobody.
Renee.
It's girl math. No, it's like it's
Renee
gonna be
math.
like Shel Silverstein, like a giant poem book. It's all poems. So 27 books squished into one, and then my second book is just like a bunch of other poems.
Oh,
So
I
got
that.
a poem. I got poem books. So we definitely need to collab, do something.
Yes.
I don't even know, but it is so cool. You were at the. So you've been at.
You're trying to ride on all of Joel's coattails here.
I'm like,
gonna
Joel,
Joel,
can you get me on the show because I'm a horrible cook.
Oh, yes, I
Listen.
can. Let's make your audition tape. Yes, I'm gonna pop my head up like whack-a-mole and be like, "It's me again," but I don't want
It's
to be
me
on
again,
your show.
but Renee should be on.
Renee should be on your show because she made me some food and I gagged and goofed.
It was bad, and the problem is I didn't really like my mom. My mom's an amazing cook, and I just didn't have like a. Did you have a chef or a mom or?
My mother was a single mother for a long time before she got married, so she had to be a chef.
So she just knew how to cook really well.
She
That's
just
so
had to
amazing.
provide, and she did. So
Moms
She didn't
are
teach
the
you anything though, huh?
best.
no, because
doesn't
my
be
mother's
like
also
that.
a teacher, so teachers. They always want to know more than the student.
Right, the grasshopper has not become a teacher.
The teacher.
Right.
No, I mean, and when you're when you have someone loving like that's just taking care of you, it's like, that's what makes their heart warm to do. And so it's like you don't really find yourself being like learning how to do what they're doing because you're just enjoying what they're doing, right? So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I can cook breakfast really good, breakfast sandwiches. Cricket.
I need a cricket sound effect.
That is literally it. So I'm pretty bad.
And she's talking about the kind that you just microwave. They're in like individually wrapped packages that you stick in the microwave. That's what she's talking
back
about.
when we first got together like 7 years ago,
now.
I was making him breakfast
We
sandwiches.
talked about this is a professional relationship.
We're not allowed to be married on camera.
Oh,
Anyways, we're not married. But, what's it called? Common law, you know what I'm saying?
Nope, not a thing in Indiana.
Shit. But yeah, no, like sausage, fried bologna, bacon, egg, all in a sandwich. It's like a lot, like really big, gross sandwiches. That's like all I can do.
And just drape it with cheese.
And most people be like, that's disgusting. And then I think some people would be like, this is fire. In my mind, I mean, obviously it's fire,
It's an
right?
acquired taste.
But that's all I got, though. I mean, I think I can make biscuits and gravy.
Oh, well, gravy's hard to make.
Right, you got to make that home.
So
it's stressful at
It's
first,
gotta
right?
be lumpy.
He just
and
called you
curdy.
out.
And then it just turns into something else, like a dang butterfly or something, like a caterpillar. Like turn it into a butterfly. I mean, like gravy is hard to master.
It has to stick on the spoon.
The giveaway
if you
has
fling
ended.
it and it comes off, you ain't
It's
done.
not good. Yours was my fave that you chose to do, orange chicken, and I thought that was great. Like, it's the best. I literally get orange chicken everywhere I go.
Well, they like tricked us because they asked us to make something that was a comfort food to us. So I accidentally said the most difficult thing to make, which
no.
is orange chicken, homemade noodles. I
Noodles.
said the word homemade, and I was like, oh.
You're like, why did I say this?
Yeah. And then if you notice on the show, like I made like pasta from a box noodles and covered up my homemade noodles. So the big mutant maggot noodles that you
I
see,
saw the noodles. They were like,
it's like, where'd those pretty ones come from? Because I boiled some pretty ones to cover up the others, but they still found with their fork the bottom.
that was like
the barrel.
at the end of the first episode. What was the dude's name? He was making the burger. He had the bacon on his burger,
Oh,
and he made it through.
What's
and he
that?
was.
Spoiler alert.
He was funny. I thought he was so funny. What were you saying, Joel?
Spoiler alert.
Well, it was at the very end of the first episode. They had the three of them or four of them had the burgers or whatever. They had to make.
And he left the paper on the burger.
He left the paper on the burger.
Lord,
he was cracking me. Yeah, serious. Yes.
I thought it was a Band-Aid at first. I dry heaved a little bit.
I was like, his burger's the best. That's how I would do it. Was the bacon and whatnot. And poor little, just Steve. Yeah, Steve is great. Is that his name, Steve?
Oh, Steve. Yes.
With the potatoes. He's like, I put them in the microwave, and then it's just like this wet bowl of like hard potatoes.
Just trying to do magic tricks the whole time.
I am so excited to see the second episode. Seriously, I'm dying.
Yes, because it's all about physical boot camp. So
you went through Ish.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I had broke my hand before the show.
Really?
And so actually, when I was going to sign the contract to be on the show, they said, "Is everything good or whatever?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." Little did they know I was in rehab. I had to skip rehab to come to this.
Right.
So all those moves with the knife I was doing, and then the backflips and the cartwheels I was doing.
Cartwheels?
Yeah, I mean,
and
like
the
I
twirls.
was really, can't forget the twirls.
You have to have the twirls.
Yeah, but I fell during the second episode.
Oh no, baby!
Yes, and I thought for a second there that I broke my hand again, and so I was.
And you're
so
like,
scared.
I'm not fitting to be eliminated right now for this.
Right, so I had to play it off.
Oh my gosh!
Because you can't be a liability.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Like that one.
Crazy.
That one. The one girl was. She was cutting the head of cabbage, and she's just like got it jammed in there like this, and she just rents around, and like a grip or something comes in, a production assistant or whatever comes in.
He's
like,
like,
you were going to hurt yourself. And he's like coming in there with his clipboard and everything. He's like, here's how you cut it.
That cabbage did not look like a cabbage, though. Even not like to me, it was like purple, and I was like, whoa.
Right.
Well, that's what cabbages look like.
I know. I just think the show is so brilliant and funny, and I love the little comedic things that they add to that just to make it even more I am obsessed. Seriously.
But I do want to assure everyone that nobody is acting, because as you know, when there is a timer, you barely have time to think.
Oh my gosh.
So you really are at your natural and you are just trying to give them the best that you can. And so there is no acting. It is authentic, and we are all just filthy, fabulous mess.
Yes. Oh, the show is incredible. Everyone's personality. It just really was. Like from the second one, I was like, I'm into this. Like, and then we just were binging it, and so we are gonna watch the whole thing. But you should have won though. This made me mad.
I know.
Well, I mean, we don't know. What do you mean? We don't know who won.
I may have one.
We only watched the first episode. We don't know who.
You're like, you may have one.
I accidentally did.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, how you don't know anyway, unless you cheated somehow. We only watched the first episode.
I mean, it's all kind of winning, right? Like just being on the show with those people.
Way to back.
Here we go.
Right.
I get the
participation award. No, you deserve better, baby. Not the ribbon.
I don't want the ribbon.
Not the ribbon, baby.
Like,
we want that fat cash bag.
Okay. Run me my money, my coins.
Listen. Oh my gosh. Yeah. One of the who was the lobster girl that was crying about the Fred the lobster that she had to kill?
Chelsko.
Yeah, Chelsko. She is so cute. And I don't want to kill. No, wait, no, not her. Who's the rocker? Like she looks like Kate Hudson.
Oh, Just Money. That's Eddie Money's daughter.
Eddie Money's daughter. Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till I see the night. Yes. I was thinking she does look just like, she's so beautiful, and she looks just like Eddie Money, but I was thinking she looks like Kate Hudson. So I was like, is Kate Hudson and Eddie Money married at one point? And so no. But just everyone in the show has their own personality. It's super cool. I mean, I can't. So you had Chef Ann Burnell and then Chef Tiffany Derry. These are two legends. It was crazy, right? They just they cook stuff right in front of you and they're like, not recreate it. I mean, like the pressure, right? How were your note-taking skills during that?
So my note-taking skills was every single syllable that comes out of that mouth of yours.
You be writing that?
Written down.
Thank you.
But for some reason, it looked like a who's it and what's it galore, honey. I was in the world of wonders, the cave of wonders, honey.
What did I write down?
Yes, I had no idea. It was just going in circles.
They went through it hella fast.
Yeah, they did for people who can't even make a toast. You can't even toast a piece of bread. So.
Absolutely. And then Sirius would be like, I thought you wanted the bacon medium rare too, or whatever. They were like,
stop. So he was like, I medium cooked it.
The bacon.
Did not.
Yeah, I did not cook the bacon. No, the show is brilliant.
So
oh my goodness.
That's not the only thing Joel has done. His is his IMDb page, and got a list of credits there. Known for River Beauty, This Tunnel South, Mayberry Man, Romantically Hopeless. What is your? You want to mention any of these other things you've been a part of? Any other honorable mentions? Or
Yes, River Beauty is actually a movie that is produced by Butch Patrick, Eddie Munster. From the Munsters, yeah. So he wanted to make a horror flick, so I play a very gooberish role where I kind of bring that cameo in, and it's just kind of fun because I have a death scene. I will get that spoiler alert.
Yes.
Someone kills me off in a horror movie.
That's
I'm
awful,
like,
baby.
why would you
I'm
spoil
sure
that?
Everybody wants to.
No, they don't. You would be the last one standing if it was reality.
Oh, well, thank you.
I've been dying to do a death scene lately just to get my like a reel. I don't know. I'm just
I can help you with that.
Let's get super tipsy and just.
That's how they all.
And then do a death scene in an alley.
Yeah.
You know,
What
do it a
in
few
the-
times. I don't know. That must be really hard. How did you do
So
that?
I'll have to send a text and be like, "Hey, want to do a death scene?"
Literally.
At like 2:30 a.m. just random.
Anytime.
And, you'll be like,
I'll be
yes!
like, absolutely.
Right.
There's bright things in our future. I'm already.
You
I can
better
already feel that.
also CC me on that text because she'll go forever without reading the text. She's horrible.
I'm
Tell
literally the
'em.
worst, but
Yeah.
but if it was you though, I'll be good.
I'd be like,
I'll
Renee,
keep
did you
it
see
in the
the?
loop.
Did you see the text?
Seriously, even my best friends, my mom, they're just like, "You alive, bitch?" You know what I mean? I'm like, "I sorry."
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm born in the 90s, but I feel like I'm born in the 1200s or some shit. Like like, what are phones? I just miss Nokias
I know.
and Razors and Razors were okay. What was the one? Yeah, Nokia. That was the shit.
The BlackBerry flip
The
phone.
BlackBerry.
and-
That's what I was thinking of. And then the little keyboard ones and the chocolates. and
Remember
the-
when you had to push the button like several times to get to a different letter or number?
Yes.
I do not
It
want
was
those
so
days back.
fun. And I didn't have a phone till I was pretty, I was like 17 when I finally got my first car, my first phone. I was like rotten child. Like my mom was like, "You ain't getting no car and you ain't getting no phone, B." Like I was bad. That was bad. And so I finally got that. Do you remember like MapQuest, like driving around with like MapQuest, like before phones?
Yes, I
That
do.
was so freeing, but scary AF though. Like kids these days don't understand the MapQuest situation. You make one wrong turn, it's over.
Well, and going to AAA and getting the book. There was a whole book.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh Lord.
yeah, like Rand McNally, right?
Yeah.
That was one of the. That was like the main publisher of those maps. Rand McNally, you'd fold them out. There'd be like this big.
Oh, the maps.
Driving down the road with this in your face.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's such vibes.
Back in the day.
It's good vibes. And that's what, the movie that you were in, with the Goober
Which
and
one?
everything, like
Mayberry
just
Man?
the Andy Griffith, like this means so much to millions and millions of people. Like you're an icon to them. Like how does that even feel? That's so cool that you got to play such a big part of this culture, really,
Well, what's amazing about Mayberry Man is that it's actually executive produced by Dixie Griffith, which is Andy's daughter, and
awesome.
Karen Knotts is actually in it, which is Don Knotts' daughter.
Oh, that was they introduced her, but I wondered if that was really her.
Yes, and so that's amazing because they have it to where they are making sure that their family's legacy is still holding true to that
Right.
classic. And so many families who watched the original Andy Griffith show now have their grandchildren who
Watching.
are 12 years old watching and interested, so it brings homage to the classic. But then Mayberry Man has over 1 million views on YouTube, so period.
Bam.
And you were a producer on it, huh?
Yes, I was.
Oh my
I gave my creative
gosh.
insight. So, anything that you feel was a little bit off or quirky, that was probably me.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool to get just these giant things under your belt, like producer, like what I'm saying, actor, director, whatever, like all this
Reality
stuff.
star
Writer.
royalty.
Yes. Well, I want to tell you just a funny story, though. So at the beginning, when I went to Hollywood, I didn't have a place to live. And so I threw all my stuff in the car, as people would imagine you do, and your tires roll over the state line before you worry about where you're going to have a roof.
Yeah.
And so
What am I
was
doing?
like, oh, yeah, I'm here now. And so with that, when I went to these auditions, I was invited by friends, used to be friends. And so they were like,
No
hey,
longer bye.
yeah, they were like, hey, I'm going to NBC Universal for this audition, and would you like to go? And I was like, oh, I'll go with you as support. And I would sit in the lobby, and that's how I was booking my stuff. I would get it, and they would come out with no contract, and they'd see me with a stack of papers. I already signed on. I was sitting in the lobby. The casting directors come out,
They
and
see
they
you.
get their coffee, and they have nothing on their schedule, so they're like, hey, you, come here. And then they talk to you about the show, and then you get it. So...
That's incredible. Just
What
being
it
there in person
shows-
just did everything.
Right. Someone who, like, to these friends, bless you, child, because you tried it. But so they put forth all their effort and energy, and but sometimes it can just fall into your lap, I guess. And I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Absolutely. And it's not always about who you know or what, how talented you are, this and that. I found that to be like so many talented people never even see the light of day, but it's kind of like even luck or like who, just who you run into or just fate kind of, like that you were in that lobby and that they came out to get coffee. Like, I mean, it's just that you were there that created that opportunity. That's pretty cool.
Yes. And if you watch From Beyond on Hulu, it's a huge thing for Huluween, but it's on Hulu all year round.
I love Huluween. OMG.
Yes, this is a paranormal thing. I do a seance.
Stop. I'm
and
so
I have
excited.
Most emotional moment of the season, everyone. Yes.
What show?
You cry.
It's called From Beyond.
From Beyond.
And I do the ugly cry. It's hideous, actually. I break down crying. But we do a seance, and it's actually amazing because it was filmed like a decade ago. So you may be like, ooh, he looks snatched and tight. No, I didn't visit my doctor. That was just filmed a decade ago.
You are so cute. Oh my gosh, that's incredible though. I love spooky stuff, seriously. And Halloween is amazing because that movie playlist with all the scary stuff that you need for Halloween, right?
Oh, yes.
I like live for it when they come out. I think every platform should have that playlist for like scary movies because that's my life. You coming over when I have my Halloween party. It's insane.
Oh, yes.
It's bad.
Well, we have to play From Beyond. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Seriously,
not
we should
be that person.
No, I'll play
Hey,
it.
we have to put my theme show on.
No, we will. And everyone will be like, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
No.
Like how vulnerable though to cry and like just I feel like did you watch American Horror Story?
I did. I love American Horror Story.
Yes. Okay, so I forget her name, but she played Nurse Ratched in that other show. But she's like in the hotel season, she be always crying and crying constantly. And I feel like that's something I could play because like when my tears be rolling, they go gush like sociopathic tears just. And I just feel like I could play a character that's like either always crying or like I don't know, but I've never tried it. So like, did you feel like vulnerable or something? Like, how did you get yourself? You've got a crew around you. You've got millions of people. Did you just have to put yourself in that mindset on set?
So what happened was, and I don't know what people's belief systems are, so no disrespect. However, the seance was authentically real. I secretly was told to bring something of who I wanted to summon forth, right? Mm-hmm. So I brought a moo cow, and I tried to trick the casting and tell them that will bring forth my father, which it did bring forth my father. However, they said there's someone else that wants to talk to you. And I was like, what? And it was my grandma, and that's who I meant to bring forth, and no one knew that. It was my own trick to see if the seance would be real.
Oh my
so that
God.
I would know personally. So that crying was not supposed to happen. I was supposed to just be like, oh, I'm at a seance.
I'm deceased. And so you just naturally, like, it just affected you. And I'm sure that made it all the better.
Well, they brought forth the exact specifics of my grandma, too, of memories that we have. We took care of this rose bush and worked in the flower beds together, and they brought up the roses, and that she wants to give you roses now for all that you did for her. And then also, before I walked in to film, out of the corner of my eye, there was a hummingbird that was fluttering in the middle of Los Angeles, which does not happen.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, hummingbirds are not here.
I love hummingbirds.
In Compton?
Yeah, no, they're not here.
Yeah. And so the hummingbird, when I tried to take a picture, I even think I say it on the show. I'm like, I tried to take a picture, but there was no like pixelation or something. Like it didn't show up in the picture.
It's like a vampire hummingbird.
Yes, but
that is so cool.
During the seance, he said that hummingbirds are the sign of her. So if you ever see them, then that's the sign of her. That was after I saw them that same day before
You're like,
filming.
stop it. This is too much.
It was too much because no one even knew that she had passed or anything.
And you had kept it all on low because you were trying to figure out this whole seance thing was even real.
Not even a friend or family that I was ever going to talk about it.
Man, that is
Is that the show right there on the screen?
Yes, there's From Beyond.
The TV series?
Yes.
Yay.
Nice. We'll have to check that out.
Oh, absolutely.
yes.
I love spooky
Look, you got
stuff like that.
top
Seances,
billing
I'm
right there.
down.
Joel.
Yes. See, like
Look at you. It stars you, baby.
No big deal.
Right there on the front.
Yes, so it's episode 4 for the seance, but in that story, you'll learn a lot more about me, the road before Mayberry, because we all we are all just the product of our traumas, and we can have traumas on different levels. Some of us survived Hurricane Katrina. It wasn't me, but I'm just saying, like, we all have different traumas and things that we go through, and so it's just lovely for me even to be able to look back at that, because if you see it says 2011, so actually I said a decade, but that was a little bit longer than that. And
Who's counting?
Yeah, who's counting? And so it's nice to see.
So cool.
And for me to know, like, when I watch it, I see that moment, and then I'm like, oh, but all the things that have happened since. So
that
just
is wild
was
to
that's
like
crazy.
just on set, like this craziness just like, you know, unfolded right there. That's some real life stuff right there. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I love it.
How so with all the acting and the TV shows and stuff that you're doing, like, how often? I mean, you live here in Indianapolis, but are you back and forth, or do you audition from here? Like, tell us a little bit about that process of getting some of these roles.
all right, so some advice that I'm going to give everybody is that you know, the roles are out there and you have no competition for you. We think that we do because we are our own, you know, moderator in our head. But nobody's saying that there's any competition for you, baby. You're the only one. And so with that,
like a snowflake, like just a unique you.
Or like a butterfly, you know, no same pattern or something. Like, you're just you. And so basically, you know, make the goal of every night before you lay your head on your pillow, put in for like 5 castings. Because what you're doing is you're falling asleep with hope, and then you're waking up to the excitement of, I put myself out there. What kind of joy is that to wake up to? And do it every day, or, you know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, from Monday through Friday, if you put that in 5 each night, you just did 25. So 25 casting are looking at you, and you're offering your signature product. And so that's what I do. I do turn things down only, and it's not to be like puff my collar. It's because you have to also know I have no collar. It's the see-through mesh. But I was going to show my baloney nipples, but I decided not to do that. Hey, that's another show.
Either way,
After
would have been
Dark.
After Dark, baby.
The FCC was like,
Right. We're going to bleep those out.
won't cover me.
My whole body would have been bleeped out. You just would have seen my little bouffant up top, my little hair. And you would have been like, it's just a blur with the hair. But for that, so I audition, and then
You turn down some things,
well, I do, and it's because you have to align. So right now, to be honest, I am fully focused on aligning with the Mayberry feel. However, I did think that Worst Cooks, that was one of the requirements, was if I do this, you have to show those pictures and talk about, you have to tie it into Mayberry somehow.
Okay.
Because
you're like, gladly, right?
Yeah, 'cause, you know, you're not about to you know, go off course too much.
Tell us what you did. Right. Yeah.
And so there's that. But I work off the coast or wherever it's filming or whatever. But so on social media, I actually put a post up where I was like, I will actually help people with auditions and even submit your video and stuff for you, help you write it and stuff to put your best you forward, because we're two in our heads. So sometimes someone as an audience can see what you have to offer.
Right.
And so that's what I'm entering into as well.
We're our own worst enemy, right?
Yes.
I feel like everybody's like that, but some people more than others, maybe. Like me, I feel like in a cage of my own mind, you know what I mean? So it's refreshing to see like a free spirited someone, and it's so true. It's like these positive affirmations, really important. So you're putting out all these, are you doing monologues? Are you doing like different things and sending them out there?
So a lot of the times it's just questions on how you would react. And a secret to that is reality TV, always regurgitate, just like in class, like with a teacher, you just regurgitate back to the teacher and then she's like A+. Well, with casting, they'll ask you a question and you always regurgitate the question back. So you don't just answer the question with your answer, you say the question in your answer. You lead into your answer with their question, and then it looks more like a proper answer. Yeah, because they're like, no, wait a minute, that might work, or that makes sense.
Like they heard, like you heard them or something, like you heard what they were asking.
Well, and they fall in love with themselves. So They're like, I'm secretly trying to cast myself, honey, and you remind me of me type thing.
Yes.
So you try to use their words against, and you see in their questions what they're looking for. You see in their description of the roles of the show what it's about. You know, if it's like, we're looking for outrageous personalities, then you say, ain't nothing outrageous more than me, honey. You know, that's how you lead into it. And then they're like, well, baby, let me see.
This is what I'm looking for.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, I need to see all that.
Now I need to see more.
Yeah.
I love it. I've never done a casting call or anything, and I have this weird mindset, and Jason's like, this is not real. So tell me if this is real. If I made I believe that you can kind of do wherever you want to do from wherever. And a lot of people, I'm sure you've heard of a lot of people hating on Indianapolis. Indianapolis, corn, blah, blah, blah. Like all my friends do and stuff. And I've just always been so obsessed with Indianapolis. I find it so beautiful and special. And I would love to make like a home base here, of course. But like, do you have to be in person to make these casting calls? Can we create some reels for me and send them out? I just feel like as long as you're sending out, you never know who's going to open that email. Right?
It's not quite what I said. What I was saying was, when there's a movie that is going to be in production, like in California, for example,
they'll want you to
and
be
you're
there.
not, and you're not a resident in the area. Chances are they're not going to, and you're living in Indianapolis.
But my point is,
in spite of what you say, like, no, I'll be willing to travel. It's like, well, a lot could happen in between.
I just feel like
now.
they're looking for a face, right? Like if they see my video and they say, that is the face that we want. We don't care where she's at. If she's in Egypt, like we'll fly her in. You know what I mean?
What are your thoughts on that, Joel? Is that
am I being dumb? Like, do I need to go out to do this?
No, you absolutely can be here and make it happen. I'll tell you why. Because I pounded the pavement in California, but yet what does more justice for me is the Mayberry, is the Worst Cooks. And with those two alone, I got those from being here. So it has nothing to do with being somewhere. Now, however, so when a place is saying we're going to film in Atlanta or LA or
you
New
got to
York
be
or
moving
whatever,
there if you're going to be willing.
Number one, they need to cover that cost is what it is. But if it's a big opportunity and you're going to be alongside whoever, and you think that, okay, well, this makes sense for me to make it work on my own, you can voice to them, I actually... Just say this, everybody. I'm actually in the area all the time. My mother lives there, and so I visit her all the time, and
it's fine.
And so I'm going to be there anyway. Hey!
You are everything.
Anyway.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Just you have to, reassure them, tell them what they want to hear. Like it don't matter that I'm here. I'll be there.
And I'll send you my Delta ticket to show, baby, I'm on my way, honey.
On the way.
So
I got the ticket.
Why would I have wasted that out on me,
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
yes.
Okay. I know there's great aspects to both. I just, the means and stuff. You don't really have the means necessarily to be going to these go-sees and traveling to do this as much as I would like to. But I just feel like if we got me a reel under my, film a few death scenes, some different, just crazy.
You're just going to be dying in every single one of your films.
Well,
Renee's dying again.
I told Joel before the show, I woke up with a crick in my neck a few days ago, and now it's fine pretty much. But yesterday, I was seriously like screaming bloody murder and crying, and it's so dramatic. And so, I don't know. I'd love to do some. I just think that's wonderful. You did a death scene. That's great. What happened? How did you die? Were you like?
Spoiler.
Was it hard to stay still?
Well, it was, and it was hard not to giggle because I'm being eaten alive. So,
another spoiler. Come on.
Well, but that's like,
I'm not gonna watch this movie now because I know how you die.
You're screaming.
I know where you die, how you die.
You're
when
being
you die.
eaten alive. You're screaming. Oh my gosh, that would be so. That'd be so fun to film that.
They're like giggling the whole time, but I'm not supposed to giggle, and I'm supposed to be serious, like I'm being eaten. And then I started feeling like it's about to be on like Pornhub or something, because I was like, now wait a minute, well y'all don't even see no red blinking light. So I was getting a little bit perturbed.
You're like, this scene is very long. Shit.
I know. That one just got done, and he's smoking
just
a cigarette.
Keep going. You're just like,
Right.
Okay, I'm dead.
Yes.
I'm gushing.
And now the creature has no costume on. Like, what is really going on in here?
I think you guys should do a death scene right now after eating your chicken. The little orange chicken.
He still thinks you're a bad cook. You're an amazing cook.
No, I said act like you're, dying. Like you got poisoned.
Oh, it is like super orange. Whew, it just
and look at your
off the screen.
Wait, show me your finger.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at this.
My finger is orange from this.
Yeah.
It looks like we were eating some Cheeto Puffs. Like, getting to the bottom of the bag. That is crazy.
Hey, you got to make it orange. Listen, it's got to be orange. Like
it does.
Oh my God!
Just in time for Easter, I tell you.
Right.
Let's see your fingers, Renee.
They made like a little meme. Then they were like Joel's orange chicken, and then it was like from space, and it was just like
right,
like the little orange dot.
We can communicate with them. Just go like this, like a beam of light, and they'll be like, "Oh my God,
we see it."
Joel's chicken.
There is I love it. I love it, and like seriously, like I make the best buffalo chicken dip, and it reminds me of this. I'm gonna add some orange food coloring into my
with hint of lime chips
because it should be more orange. If you do it, it's orange chicken. Oh, no. Let's go.
Okay. And I'm the only Latino that doesn't like spice. So, see,
I do not like spices. No. Quick story. This guy's a psychopath. We traveled across America in 2016.
Oh, good job. You said travel.
I know. Usually I say we walked
We
across
were part
America.
of a walk across America.
It was these two guys that walked across America, and they walked 30 miles a day for 4 months. It was crazy. Right across, Route 40, split America in half. And me and Jason were the camera crew team that followed him. I tried walking one time. I made it 12 miles and literally deceased myself. I was like unalive.
Oh yes.
I was like, and I was the only girl, only young person on the crew, and like,
hey,
I thought it'd be fine. I just saying, you know what I'm saying? And, like at the time, this was like, what was this? This was like 7-8 years
2016.
ago. Yeah, but you're thinking you're a young little spring chicken in your 20s. You're like, okay, these guys are, like 40, 45, 50, 55. Like, I can definitely walk some miles. But my body gave out. Like, they had to train themselves to walk. They walked 30 miles a day.
For years. I mean, 2 or 3 years leading up to the walk.
Oh, my God.
They were training.
But I didn't think,
altitude
it's so
training
crazy.
and everything.
And Jason has always loved heat, like extreme heat, like hottest Buffalo Wild Wings ass wings.
Shout out to Tijuana Flats and Fishers.
Yeah, and so we found this little hole in the wall bar that's like hottest burger in
Kansas
America.
or Arkansas. I can't remember. I'm going to have to look that up again.
This little wooden bar, God, and it was like the only thing in the whole town. And he had to sign a waiver, and then
I'll take it from here. So it was so when I signed the waiver, and the burger was so spicy that while he was making it in the kitchen, the fumes from the oven and them doing the patties was making like other people in the bar
we couldn't even be
they were
in
like,
the bar.
Oh, why are my eyes burning? Everyone's
Something's
eyes were
wrong with
burning.
this guy. Yeah, and tell him about the death pickles.
And then there's a death pickle. But I ate that
homemade
whole
death
burger
pickles.
with a smile on my face.
But he was crying though, Joel. He was crying and sweating.
No. It wasn't. I wasn't crying. I was just sweating.
But everyone in the bar was crying from eating that burger. Like we couldn't even be. There was like maybe like 10 people in the bar, and we were all.
I'm not trying to pretend.
We all had to go outside. It was so messed up.
I'm not trying to pretend like it doesn't affect me. I mean, it does, but it makes you feel alive. You know what I mean? Like it's just ramping you up. Yeah.
I did not like heat at all.
Crying from his eye ducts.
He was crying. His little tear ducts.
Sweating from his eye.
He was just sweating, and profusely. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he ate the whole thing. It was crazy. And the homemade death pickles, just ridiculous. I do not like heat like that.
Let's take a road trip. Go back.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Joel.
Kick in the door.
So if they want to buy your candles, Facebook, Instagram, hit you up on the DM.
Everyone just hit me up at Reality Star Royalty on Facebook or Instagram, the official Goober. I will also freely help whoever wants to pursue their dreams and goals because, like I say, you are your only product. You are unique. So,
Joel, I need some help, and I'm gonna we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out, and
we're gonna make this happen.
And we'll do trade or something, or I'll pay you. Let's go.
Like, and you're gonna audition for Worst Cooks?
Is that a thing? I can audition, yeah, because I seriously.
I mean,
really
they're
bad.
in 27 seasons. They're probably not going to start anytime soon.
You can put a word in movie.
They're casting right now. Let me tell you, they're casting for people who are crafty and talented. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Oh. Crafty and talented,
okay,
but not in the kitchen. And
literally
so I already know yours. You can do your dueling pianos and your singing, but you're like, but I suck at cooking. And then we can have a reunion show between us.
OMG. If you can put in a word for me for Nene, I will definitely send in my audition video. That would be so funny, right? Like, God, it's just crazy because like the different like people you meet and stuff, you never know what could happen. So
no, and I do think that there are other people on there who are going to have their talents and abilities. You are signed to the network, and they will see what you pull out, and so
opportunities, baby.
You just never know, like, what will come next.
The show's so clever too, so funny. I've not seen one like it where it really is funny. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yes, and people do wonder about the acting part, and I'm like, really,
This
with
is real.
Steve? like
Steve is Steve. Steve is Steve.
Steve is Steve, honey. Like, you ain't ever had no uncle like Steve.
That's exactly what a good actor would say.
I'm so glad he didn't get eliminated. He was so funny.
I know.
You know, and I think he's one of the worst cooks, and so like maybe they take something, turn it into something, give him little skills or something.
I mean, he
teach him how to cook potatoes.
Oh, that 3-foot baguette. For a
Curve.
She said they take pills for this.
Curve. She goes, I think there's a medicine for this.
Yes. Why was it this big? It looked like a horseshoe.
And he crammed it in the microwave. So it's just don't cut it in half.
He was microwaving his potatoes.
Bread in the microwave is horrible.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but he microwaved the bread like at the first. You know what I'm saying? Like she came by when they were still cooking stuff, and she's like, you know, what's up with the bread? He's like, well, I just microwaved it. It was like 30 minutes before.
Right.
I was like, Steve.
Just toasting it.
It's such a clever show, and Joel, thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for bringing your wonderful orange chicken.
You're very thoughtful. Joel signed a couple of these things. Renee, show yours over there. It's signed. I don't know if you can see it. Here, let me switch to this one.
And March 16th, I will be at the IAA show, the Indoor Antique Advertising Show at the fairgrounds. So I will be signing.
When is that?
What date?
March 16th.
March 16th.
March 16th.
Oh.
And I'll be in the entryway. Right as you come in, before you get your ticket, you going to see me.
Listen, I'm getting a ticket with me and my mommy, and hopefully Jolly will come if he's not got to shoot, and I will see you there.
March 16th, I think I'm out of town.
March 16th.
Oh, wait, no, that's Saturday. We have something on Saturday.
It's already March.
That's your that's that dinner thing at your uncle's spaghetti night.
Oh, sketty night. We finally got my uncle. My mom has 5 brothers, and they always have the sketty night, and no kids of kids are allowed or whatever. Even though we be like old as shit.
We've been blessed.
And
with
so finally we got
invitation
drawn from the hat, and I guess it's just this wild ass sketty night with my uncles, my 5 uncles, and my mom. So
I've been working for 7 years to try to get the spaghetti night.
But that starts really late. We're coming though. What time is your
No, it doesn't. It starts at 6.
The event starts at like 10 a.m.
Oh, sweet.
Boom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Look, he's like,
I'm coming to see Joel. Listen.
No,
and
that shouldn't
the
come.
Christmas gift and hobby show is so funny. I probably just walked right by you, and and we didn't know each other.
And I'm kind of doing some type of master plan where for the next Christmas gift and hobby show, I want to bring some of the spoiled rotten characters back and do like a panel, a Q&A, and have like a meet and greet in Indy. I think that
people
would be
will
lovely.
love that. Like,
nice.
You should get that into Comic-Con and stuff like that too. We have connects and stuff. Maybe we can get you in there. But like, I mean, all of the cons would be loving that.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I mean, you know, Goober is the ultimate cosplay because look at this right here. This transforms into Mayberry somehow. I don't know how.
So versatile.
Okay, maybe it's hiding in the crack of that ass, but it's so there.
That's like me when I get ready for the show. Just turn fabulous in 1 minute. Like, bam!
And you're like, hello.
Like, here I am, darling. Of course. We fabulous all the time.
Oh, yes. So my next goal is, and maybe y'all can help me, we need to get the villain out of me because I want to be on like Traders or something.
Absolutely.
Or I want to be like in the Big Brother
Like
house
Gotham or something.
Just I want to be the villain. I want to.
Yes.
I want to tell them like, hey, you know, I eat tapioca pudding and do macrame with the baby boomers, honey. So then they're gonna be like, oh, you're no threat. I love you. And then I'll be like,
then bam.
I'm no threat. And then as I give them a hug, like, baby, I'm sending you home. Sending you all the way home.
Stab.
The Mayberry and me packed your bags.
Seriously, it took me a long time to realize that I'm more of a villain than a hero, right?
Yes.
Because like my whole life I was like, I would be the best, you know, Wonder Woman or hero, whatever. And then I'm just like, I'm straight up Harley Quinn to the core, baby. And I love what's her name? John Blake. Anyways, not Gal Gadot, she played Wonder Woman, but you know, Harley Quinn. Why am I drawing Jolly? Who played?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you saying?
Ooh, you're gonna have
Anyways,
a table.
But you know, I just be like, I'm a villain, and I would love to play a villain part too. I mean, it's just so fun.
But see, then like I'll tell whoever I send home to come on your show, and then they can have to say, Goober sent me home. That's so funny.
So
like, now you
funny.
got sent home by Goober.
Absolutely.
Y'all can't do better than that.
You got sent by Goober. Listen,
Okay.
You better get your life if you got sent home by
yes.
Goober. Well, that's so exciting. There's so many amazing things in your future. Your candles. I'm buying 50. And thank you just for being you and just being so inspirational. I mean, you literally are a badass celebrity, one of a kind,
Well, thanks.
wonderfully talented soul.
But
And that's just so apparent. You're just like, you're like a little sunshine ray.
Well, thank you. I
Especially
truly
with that
do.
shirt on.
Yes.
The
This is
shirt's
just
everything.
the inside of me on the outside is what it is. But no, I really do love, see, that's what I did before. I helped the major personalities from Bad Girls Club, from Flavor of Love, Rock of Love, pursue on their stuff. And so then I just got distracted by my own. But I would love to get back to that and kind of like just guide people, help them, and connect them with their opportunities. I have no problem because, you know, I'm me always. So even if we're going out for the same show, honey, you ain't a threat.
That's such a good outlook to realize too. I know it's so stressful for some I don't know, like actors and artists and stuff to go to these callings and stuff, but people think, you know, you have so much competition. You do, but if you think about it like the way you do, you don't, because you're the only you out there. You cannot be replicated. So it's so specific what these different what they're looking for, right? They're looking for something so specific for a reality show or for a movie or for whatever. It's like, so sometimes you just have to fit that part, you know, and sometimes you do, and you get that part.
So think about it this way. This is giving homage to the Indianapolis Zoo. But if you and I and Jason go to the zoo tomorrow, you're going to have what you want to see. I'm going to always want to see the flamingos. And then Jason's going to have what he wants to see. And it's all going to be different.
Bears,
for everyone.
tigers,
But the zoo is the whole encapsulation.
the zoo is Hollywood.
gorillas.
Yeah.
And we all want to
In
see
every sense of the word.
different
Something
things.
different. Yes. So it's just like, got to be specific for that part.
Right.
The flamingos are my fave too.
And I can't sway anybody else on, hey, no, you should like this or you should want
Why
to
don't
see
you
this.
like the flamingos
why,
the best?
Why can't this be the one? And it's like, so just imagine if each of us were doing a show, the flamingo would be my star. You would have the orangutan. You know, you would have.
He would have the rhino.
Plenty
right.
of room for everybody.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Absolutely.
people need to, you know what it is? I want everyone to stand up and I want them to step to the left, step backward, and step to the right. Get out your own way.
Boom!
Get out
Wise
of your own
words.
way.
Do a little square almost. Yes. Get out your own way.
You were in your own way.
And it's so.
Not you, but everybody.
No, it's true.
Me
Like,
too.
I felt that so strong, you know, and I love being a voice to people too. That's just like, you do have to, but you have to tell it to yourself. I try to tell that to myself all the time. Like, get out your own way. You know what I mean? Like, I've been frozen for so long, just chilling and stuff. It's like, you know, because you want so much, but then you don't, like, for me, I only see the end product. So it's been hard for me to take the baby steps. So it's just, you got to get out of your own way. It's so important because you're your own worst critic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the only one that's you, though. That's true.
Well, and no one comes banging on windows and doors other than the people who want you to join I ain't trying to go religious with it, but the
Jehovah's Witnesses.
yes, I almost forgot what you are because I don't recognize you and don't answer the door. But
Right.
yes, I know that you come calling with your tie and your tucked in shirt and get off your bike. And once I see your book bag and you ain't school age student, then I know something's wrong.
And
Right.
they always travel in pairs.
Yes,
Relentless.
but no one other than them is going to knock and say, hey, Stardom needs you, like we're gonna
Work on
need
you,
you for
baby.
this, and we're gonna pay attention to you and make you. So that's why you gotta start going, excuse me, like I'm here, I exist.
I'm the only one of me.
Yeah,
It's-
nobody else in the lineup.
It's very, very inspirational because, you know, we forget about this sometimes. And I think anyone that has these, I mean, it just takes a lot to be an actor and artist and stuff. Like, you're out here doing the damn thing, and that's awesome. Just putting your heart on the line and doing death scenes and shit. Super cool.
Right. Well, so on a sad note, just because, yes, there's a lot of great, but something that prepared me for the world was, so my father, he said something rude. Can I spill the tea
You
on
can
like
say.
some family?
Too.
So my own biological father, he rejected and abandoned me all through life. Like literally.
That's awful.
And so no little violin, Jason. We don't need no special effect.
Darn it.
But what I will say is He told me that I'm nothing but a science project, a guinea pig, so that he could reject and abandon me to see how I turned out. And I turned out exactly as he said. And so I was like, what, fabulous and glamorous in every way. But so he was a not so nice man. So Mayberry and, you know, worst cooks and the twirl and the orange chicken of it all, and all these like lovely, just carefree moments, and having people say, oh my gosh, like you're funny or you're whatever.
It's just genuine.
It's done so much healing for me, because where love should have come from and did not, I've still in the end in the world received it. And so that's why I also want to help anyone out who has any, you know, goals or dreams and they feel like they are in their own way or whatever. Just because like I used to be, you know, kind of closed in and you know, I felt quite attacked by that comment, you know.
Absolutely.
What an awful man.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to share with you these songs I'm working on, and I have hundreds of songs, but there's only like 3 that we have produced, but one of them is called Bad Dad. I have a bad dad. And then I wrote this song called Dog recently that it just reminded me of kind of what you said about like basically the line in the song is basically like I don't care if I have to abandon you to hurt you, like I'm going to teach you what I have to. I just feel like that kind of resonated with what you said. It's like these people think they can out here hurt us trying to teach us a lesson, and that's not really how it's supposed to go. But in the end, it still happened, and it made us stronger who we are. I mean, it's like a blessing, but really painful one, you know?
Right.
Like, damn.
And I think everyone needs to take their major moment that they have, you know, because what I do is whenever someone comes at me, then it's like, wait a minute. My dad said I'm a guinea pig on a wheel.
You can't hurt me.
You can't hurt me or affect me.
There is nothing you can do to hurt me.
know.
Yes, I know that feeling.
He already destroyed me, baby.
Right. I'm strong as ever, baby. You can't break me.
Find another castle, because this foundation is spent.
You know, it's not many people, I don't think, have gone through stuff. I mean, a lot, I'm sure, in the world. People have bad dads, bad moms and stuff, but you can either take that, run with it, or let it turn you into someone that you don't like, or you can let it make you stronger. And I think it's a really hard road to take. I think each one of us that has to deal with that has had to choose that, like, do I go left or right here? Like, am I the hero or the villain? It's like, we're both, honey, because that's what you made us, and we're proud of who we are.
Right. And I can tap into either. Number one, I'm a Gemini.
Ooh.
So you never know what you're going to get with that, because, oh gosh, you think there's 2 faces? Like,
Geminis are so intense. I love Geminis.
I've met like 72 different versions of myself. So
yeah,
like, every day I'm like,
2 of my friends are Geminis, and they are so strong-willed. It's like, oh my gosh, Geminis are something else. Just like me, Aries. There's a certain type of Aries that are straight crazy, and I'm that kind. Birthday coming up.
Oh, okay.
Also, getting the invite. We're having a party here soon next month. I haven't figured out the theme yet. What should we do? It's my mom. Okay, so my best friend, her birthday, my mom's birthday is on the 25th of March, and then my best friend's is on the 26th, and then mine's is on the 27th. So we're gonna have some kind of big bash or something. We did theme.
The Monster Bash.
We did like a Halloween theme one year.
Yeah.
What did we do last year? It was like, was it hippie or something? I can't remember.
Last year.
For my birthday.
We were in Vegas, weren't we?
We went to Vegas.
Wasn't that last year?
So Gemini. So when's your birthday? What season is that?
May 26th.
May. So you coming up, baby? Are you gonna do anything fun for your birthday?
Oh Lord. So I enjoy being timeless. Yeah. Don't Google my age, honey, because the years they do go by. But
they do.
Yeah.
You look like a spring chicken.
Oh, thank you.
27.
Orange
27,
chicken.
20, a little orange spring
Ooh, a
chicken.
Orange around the
it has
edges.
to be orange.
Orange around the edges. Ooh, if you're orange around the edges, you need to wash.
You need to wash it a little bit. I love
might want to have that checked.
Right.
I always say my car needs wash. Wash.
Because when you put the R in it, you know you mean business.
You wash.
You gotta wash.
The wash.
When I gotta wash some clothes, that means I got mountains.
They stanky. They need washed.
Honey.
Washed.
Just singeing.
So amazing. Yeah,
Singeing.
laundry is the worst.
It is. All chores are the worst.
Well, let's see here. We have covered everything, and I think we are going to go ahead and say goodbye. And thank you so much, Joel Alvarado. You're incredible. Everybody, is there a website up, Jolly? We need to buy these candles up.
Social media. There's his Instagram.
Joellywood.
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 His Facebook page.
Right.
Reality star royalty.
That's also my Pornhub.
Oh boy.
I do not have a Pornhub. My mom is probably watching. I don't have no Pornhub.
You're like, I just joking you. I do this. I can do
You're
this to
just
goat
joking.
you.
Yeah.
I do that to my mom all the time, and she'd be like, I'm like, your presence makes me just want to stress you out for some reason and say things like this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just to be like, and they're just like, no, we doing good, mommy. We doing good.
That's gonna be my OnlyFans though.
Yes. You know, they've been making some hella cash on that.
Right.
That's all I can
They
say.
charge monthly,
Make
like
that money, baby.
subscription. Ooh. And I got big old long breadstick toes, honey. You thought Olive Garden breadsticks was long? Honey, my toes look like fingers going.
Wasn't sure where you were going with that.
On God, my toes probably are longer than yours. I have the longest toes you've ever seen. I've got
Okay.
finger toes.
All
We'll have
right.
to compare after the show.
It's getting
But
weird.
my toes don't curve.
They're
just
straight?
They're just long. And
Mine
straight.
are straight and long like Olive Garden breadsticks too.
I was told that though. Someone saw me in flip flops and said, "Damn,
You got them finger toes.
But it wasn't finger; it was fingers. So they put the A in it, like they did with
Finger
Wash.
toes.
Wash.
Oh, the
Them finger toes.
Why don't you wash your fingers?
I
Literally.
felt like an ape. I was scratching my face with my feet after that.
You're just like, no, I
Just
pick
picking my
up
eyes.
stuff with my feet and, you know, toss it in the air and catch it like a
Right.
ninja. And he's just like, stop.
Oh, America's Got Talent.
You know, seriously. I mean, a woman,
we-
look, check this out.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, your tongue looks horrendous with all that orange
And it's
chicken
orange.
dye on it.
It is.
I nanny a baby and I did that to her the other day. We were on a Snapchat filter.
Traumatized
And
you.
I was like, look at my tongue. And she's just like,
PTSD.
"Doo-doo-doo." And then she looked at it and she was like,
Right.
she's like, what's wrong with your tongue? I was like, it's cool.
Oh.
It's called the upside down apple.
Good story, bro.
Joel, thank you so much for being on this show.
Thank
we
you
adore
both.
you. You have a new fan. I'm obsessed,
Aw,
and I
thank
can't
Two
wait.
fans.
Seriously, let's do some stuff. 2 fans, yes, and let's get some whatever we need. Little short, I don't know, like something like 20-second, 30-second little scenes. We're gonna go viral on TikTok. We're gonna do something. If not, then we can go eat some orange chicken somewhere good.
Right.
Go out dancing afterwards.
Okay.
We'll let
Panda Express.
We'll let someone
I
else
love
make it.
Panda. Thank you so much. You're incredible, everyone. Check out Joel Alvarado. He's one of a kind, amazing. Give him a follow and buy his candles and make sure you watch everything that he's been on. Incredible. Make sure you check out season 27 of Worst Cooks in America. It is so funny and so good. It's really just an addicting show. And thank you to our sponsors and ABC, JasonAaron.pro. Thank you so much for all you do.
No, thank you.
We love you guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Live stream
Love
out.
you.
Joel Alvarado. Live stream Thursday at 7, Saturday at midnight on ABC, and 24/7 inside Indianapolis hotels.